out.
So, how you feel?
I have mixed emotions. There's no winners here. You know, there's no victory celebration going on. There's it's done nothing but harm for a lot of people. I just know what I experienced that night and what the truth was, and I couldn't help it. The only thing I could have done different that night was not to go to work. And it wasn't work per se, it was something I enjoyed. It wasn't I didn't make a lot of money doing it, I didn't need to be doing it, but it's something we were building on, and I say we, I mean the Bollock family. And I feel so bad for what they've gone through. The hardest part is living with the fact that we lost a young girl that I never know, or never will know. And I see a picture all the time, and I can close my eyes and see her, and I don't know what I could ever say or do for that family to make it any different. I've raised
I gotta
five.
get in there. Excuse me.
I've raised 5 children myself. I have a grandson. That's the parents' worst nightmare, especially when you take them out. You know, you don't know. You never know. I don't know what the last words were to her or whatever, or it's. I don't know, I'm filled. I've been carrying this around for 2 years, and I do see a counselor. I'm going to continue to see a counselor, and I have reservations about driving, actually. I was always pretty comfortable with the older I get, and the more things I see on the road today, and the texting, and all the stuff that goes on with automobiles, and I see so much of it that I don't know where I'm going from here. I love working for the Bollocks. I love the farm concept and all that stuff, but like I said, there's no winners here. I'd like to thank Mr. Lobozo, I guess, for what he's done for me. I'm guilty of.
What kind of plea was offered?
The last time it was community service.
To reckless conduct?
Yeah. But there again, if it was something else, maybe it would have been a good deal. But
Yeah.
you know, it's I'm man enough to man up if I've done something wrong.
Mhm.
Like I say, the only thing I did wrong that night was to go to work. I've got to continue to get some counseling and try to make some light of what took place. I understand there's more proceedings coming up with other people, and so before I get into too much more detail, I guess, about it, I gotta be cautious, but at some point I'd really like to be able to reach out to the family and just, not that they probably don't care who I am or how I feel, but I've aged 10 years from this. I'm still having a lot of trouble. I think I always will.
Have you been subpoenaed to testify for the other trials?
Not yet, but I don't know whether I will be or not. I don't. I guess it's easy to, it's hard to reenact a lie, but it's pretty easy to tell the truth, you know, so there was a lot of things that I've learned just this week about this case that I had no knowledge of.
Mhm.
And one of them being the fact that they did that autopsy on the Jeep, and then he'd determined in the beginning that there was absolutely no rear brakes on the Jeep, but at some point somebody had put a new brake line. So, and then he says he added fluid to it and bled him out, and then I don't know if you couldn't see the photos there, but there was brake fluid everywhere, and if he determined that the rear brakes hadn't worked in years like he stated, why would he bother to even try to fix them? That was kind of that threw me off. And I got a little bit carried away yesterday with my testimony because I was quite agitated by the same questions. And it was, like I say, this whole thing had developed into, it was getting bigger and bigger every year. The numbers were, it was fun. It was fun for the kids. It was something to get us through the winter. Farmers don't make a lot of money. And Mr. Bowler gave me a job when there weren't any jobs. The only job I had at the time was hauling furniture across the country, and I couldn't be at home. So the Bullock family is like family to me, and as well as the Strout family and everybody that had a lot to do with that. And I can't imagine the loss that they've suffered. And it's not all financial, it's emotional.
Yeah.
Very much so. I've watched his kids grow up. I've worked around them. It's been tough. It's been tough for all of them, and they're not quitters, so they'll get through it.